What if learning English depends less on talent and more on how you practice? This course explores how the brain learns a language and how simple habits can help you study with more confidence. The lessons stay focused, practical, and encouraging. Lesson 1 begins with a simple idea. Learning English is a skill you build, not a talent you either have or do not have. The brain changes through practice, so improvement is possible when you keep using it. This is the foundation for the rest of the course. The same lesson also reminds you that adults can successfully learn languages. Progress does not come from one perfect study day. It comes from consistency over time. You end by reflecting on one belief about learning English that you would like to change. Lesson 2 introduces brain-friendly study habits that make learning more effective. The first is short daily practice instead of one long session. The second is active recall, which means bringing information back from memory. Together, these habits turn studying into something more focused and useful. The challenge is simple. Practice English for 10 minutes today instead of doing one long study session, and notice how manageable that feels. Lesson 3 changes the way you see mistakes. Mistakes are normal, and they are part of learning rather than proof that you are failing. This lesson also reminds you that confidence comes after practice. You do not need to feel ready before you begin speaking. The next step is to speak first and perfect it later. That shift helps you focus on action instead of waiting for everything to sound right. To practice this, you record yourself speaking in English for 1 minute without stopping. The goal is steady effort, not perfection. Lesson 4 helps you reduce the habit of translating everything. One key idea is to learn expressions instead of isolated words. Another is to connect English to images and situations. These habits help meaning feel more direct. So English becomes something you use, not just decode. The same lesson asks you to practice simple internal conversations. This means using English in your mind for small, everyday thoughts. To make it concrete, the challenge is to describe 3 objects around you in English. Short and simple descriptions are enough to start building this habit. Lesson 5 brings everything together in a daily routine you can keep. The Mindenglow routine begins with review, so you revisit what you already learned. Then you learn something new in a small, manageable step. The goal is a habit that feels sustainable, not overwhelming. The routine continues with speaking and recall. You use English actively, then bring key ideas back to mind so they stay stronger. This lesson ends with encouragement and next steps, helping you turn simple practice into a regular learning habit that supports confidence over time. Small daily actions create lasting change.